arriving at the arena. Hard to imagine a group looking more confident. On the road, they've always got their game faces on. Welcome, everybody. Thanks. A look at the Pistons starting group. We've got Kate Cunningham. He's out there with MP. And it's Gilliard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Warriors, we've got Jackson. A.J. Griffin out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Mack in at the power forward. Teams are in the thick of it now, Grant. More than half of the regular season is behind us.
Yeah, in the thick of it is right. Teams are getting fatigued right now. This is the point of the year where the teams with the most depth separate themselves from the pack.
Now here's MP coming off a solid outing against Oklahoma City.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Jackson outside. Offline with a three. And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Pistons. MP, the pass to Cunningham. Back to MP. Cunningham finds MP. And here's Thompson. MP outside. Just 5 to shoot. To the paint. Rebounded by Mack. Here's Sanchez. He's watched by Cunningham. Pass to Reeves. And it's Gilliard with a rebound. And here are the Pistons. When it comes to Golden State over the last 10 to 15 years, what stands out to you the most, RJ?
Just the fact that you can never count out the Warriors. Every time they've gone through adversity, they seem to come out of it even stronger.
The Pistons have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Cunningham. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
The muscle from Cunningham, just taking it to the defense and coming through big.
Inside. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And Detroit has possession after the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. MP shot is off.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Pistons foul. Thompson. First personal foul. First team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for 2. Griffin.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
At the line for the Pistons. Number 18.
Real good, MP. And both free throws good for MP. Here's Reeves. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13 and a half a game. MP, that one's good.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Sanchez passes to Reeves. Uses the glass on the layup.
Making a statement here early. Going right to the rack. I love it.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
Now here's Cunningham. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Chalk up 2 there.
And solid pass from Cunningham. He has a good understanding for when the defense has overcommitted.
Here's Jackson.
Golden
4-point
State
game.
calls timeout.
Timeout called the Warriors. Their last meeting was in Detroit, where they were unable to fight off the Pistons.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Suggs, covered by MP.
Detroit
Taking a look at some numbers here for Jaren Jackson.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the
First one
Warriors.
falls for him.
And what I like about Suggs is that he does many things well, and that's because he plays with so much confidence.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Here's MP. Oh, another miss by MP.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
A minute 37 left in the first quarter. No problems knocking that one down.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Stevenson.
Here's Sasser. Stevenson defending. Out to Thompson. 4-3. Offensive rebound. Gilliard sinks that one from the post.
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss.
Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Suggs. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Yeah, fantastic focus from Suggs. Showing toughness fighting through the contact.
Pass to Sasser. To the inside. Here's MP. The Warriors pull it in.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Suggs with the bucket.
And good work by Suggs, staying flexible. Not letting the contact get him off balance.
Throws it up high. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
The Warriors have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. That's tipped. Stolen by MP. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Drains the triple.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's Suggs. 14 points for him last game against Memphis.
He was a menace on defense as well, managing 3 steals.
Ahead, Mullins. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
Number 18.
He's got 5.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball. Really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Pistons ahead, leading by 5. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. Teams making substitutions here. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Jackson, left side. To the left wing. Here's Sanchez, covered by MP. And that one drops. Sanchez has got 6.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work in the glass. You literally practice that every day.
We've got Suggs, and it's Jackson in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And Grant, as someone whose career spanned eras, you feel playing defense is more difficult than it was 2 decades ago?
Oh, BA, it's much more difficult, in part because the contact allowed is much more strict. Shooters can create contact and be rewarded with free throws, and the skill level on offense has truly raised. It makes it tough for the defender to really get down and play that tough-nose defense.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Thunder was outstanding. He tallied 21 points, and they couldn't keep him off the line. He was so aggressive, and his production wasn't limited to just one area. He had a hand in almost every aspect of that game. Guys, back to you.
Great work. Thanks for that. And there's always the chance of a carryover effect into tonight's game.
I wouldn't put it past him, but it's tough to have back-to-back performances like that.
And his teammates shouldn't be relying on him to do that either. They need him to be ready to step it up.
showing great intensity around the rim. It's part of why he's a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim. I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Sanchez. Second personal foul. Team is in with penalty. Shooting for
Free
Detroit.
throw good. MP. And the Pistons making the change here. And he makes both free throws.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
And here are the Warriors now. They're on a 12-4 run. 26 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And the ball out of play. The Pistons will have it.
You just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Stevenson, he's checked in for the Warriors. The Pistons leading. Now MP. He's got 10. Takes it inside. The layup off target. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Pistons on top. They lead by a bucket. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment.
33.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. The Warriors trailing. Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. Cade Cunningham out there with MP. Then it's Thompson, and it's Gilliard in at the center position. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. Taking a look at Detroit, sitting in 7th place right now. They'd like to climb up the standings.
Well, I think for Detroit, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
And you have to wonder if this roster can get to that next level. They have talent, but if it doesn't come together, they might have to shake it up.
Here's Sanchez. Six to shoot. Down low. Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
For the lead. Mac's shot is off.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes.
Well, you really can't say enough about what Jaren Jackson Jr. has done since entering the league, RJ.
Yeah, B.A., not only is he a walking bucket, but opposing offenses have to account for how good he is on the defensive end. That's why he was Defensive Player of the Year.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. And looking at this last month, here are the NBA teams that have been outstanding at reading the opponents and picking their pockets. In the third spot, the Warriors.
They've really gotten after it at the defensive end, and that's been generating turnovers.
Pass to Reeves. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one.
Team foul.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And for the Pistons, they're shooting 41% in this game. Pass to MP. The 3 is up. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Here's Griffin. Here's Reeves for the lead. He drops it from range. Reeves has got got 5 points now in the quarter.
Can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. To the right side. Here's Mack. And it's all from three-point range.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
MP inside. And Reeves pulls it down.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
And it's Gilliard with a rebound. Gilliard's got his 6th rebound on the night. The kick out to White. Back to MP, 18 feet out. And again, the Pistons missing.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Stolen by Jackson. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change.
Here's Detroit. 11-point game. Looking ahead to their next one. Playing at Phoenix. They'll match up against the Suns. And that'll be game 4 of this 6-game stretch on the road. Andrew Wiggins is out there with A.J. Griffin. Then it's Jackson. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Stevenson in at the 1. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Now here's Wiggins. Clock at 6. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Thompson passes to MP. Back to Thompson. Tries yet again. Ooh, tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
To the middle. Here's MP. Can't cash it in from close range. The Warriors leading.
Detroit foul, number 18. 2nd personal foul. 1st team foul. Substitution for your Warriors. Max.
4th quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Jackson outside. Driving inside. Rebounded by the Pistons. MP's got 6 rebounds here tonight. From the baseline. And it's Cunningham missing. The Warriors shooting about 41%. Here's Sanchez. And again, no good by Golden State. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Inside, Gilliard. Back to MP. Lays it up and banks it in. MP's got 5 points now this quarter.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Pass to Reeves. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Griffin. Tipped. Now MP. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
Assisted by.
And now it's just a 4-point Warrior lead. The Warriors have got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Pass to Mack to stop the drought. And again, no good by Golden State. For Detroit, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the 4th quarter. White finds MP. To the inside. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Griffin against White. Fires for 3. They get it back.
This is how dangerous Jackson can be when he's committed to rebound.
Detroit calls timeout.
Timeout Pistons. And get ready to move. And welcome out your Warriors Dance Team.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, really the standout element of this game tonight was his offense and his ability to get inside by cutting the defense to shreds, finding lanes, even making them, and relentlessly attacking the hoop.
The ball's knocked loose. Cunningham passes to MP.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
The Warriors pull it in. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Thompson with it, picked up by Griffin. Down low. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Thompson. MP's got 9 points now in the quarter. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Sanchez. And there it is for him. And the Warriors lead by 6. Here's Cunningham. Pass to Thompson. MP scanning the floor. Oh, drives the alley.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
1:20 left in the fourth quarter of this one. To the paint. And the dunk by Jackson.
Says Jaren Jackson Jr. He was ready to shoulder the load there.
Inside. To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. Griffin outside. Here's Sanchez. He's watched by Cunningham. Pass to Jackson. Outside the arc. And it's Gilliard with a rebound. And here's Detroit. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First team foul. Shooting for Detroit. Number 18. Got the line for 2.
He gets the first, and that brings him within 5. And he's unable to get the second one.
You hope the leaving points at the line won't come
Second
back to
personal
haunt
foul. Second team foul.
41 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Reeves, and here's Griffin. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
The kick out to White. MP right side. Cunningham outside. And again, the Pistons missing.
Pistons foul. Number 18. Third personal foul. Team's fourth. At the line for the Warriors, Sanchez.
And he misses the first one. Boy. And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this.